Leukemia and Lymphoma Society. We are here to help you move past day one.
On day 45, I discovered an online community who shared great tips for in-treatment care.
I missed a lot of school during treatment, and LLS helped me keep up.
We are here for you. We exist for everyone fighting leukemia, lymphoma, myeloma, and other types of blood cancer.
On day 185, LLS helped me file my insurance claims properly.
Day 5,840 and counting, and I'm still in remission.
To learn more and get help on day 1, day 2, day 983, or any day, please visit LLS.org or call 1-800-955-4572. That's LLS.org, 1-800-955-4572.
We are the home of Milwaukee Black Talk. 1017 FM, 1510 AM WGKB Waukesha, and W269DL Milwaukee, a locally owned Good Karma brand station.
It's time! It's time! It's beta time!
You are watching a master at work.
Truth Nation, get ready for the greatest 60 minutes in radio, giving you his authentic and bold opinions, bringing you all the information, entertainment, and conversations you gotta hear. From local issues to trending topics and headline news, it is time for Truth to Power with Kyle Wallace on the award-winning 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, 1017thetruth.com, and streaming live on YouTube. Now, live from the American Family Insurance Studio at the Avenue in the heart of downtown Milwaukee, here is your award-winning host, Kyle Wallace.
It is Truth to Power here on the award-winning 1017 The Truth. I'm Kyle Walsh, your host of Truth to Power, and we're coming to you live from the American Family Insurance Studio at the Avenue here in downtown Milwaukee. 833-212-1017. That is the Truth Talk and Text line. You can always call in, text in at any time. But also, you can watch and stream us live on YouTube. That's 1017 The Truth on YouTube. 1017 The Truth on YouTube. And Truth Nation, I'm excited because I look good today. I got an event I'm going to. I've been gone. I was gone in Portugal. I've been coming from meetings. But Zach, look, when I said I look good. Yeah. He nodded his head. But I was gone. As y'all know, I was in Lisboa. And I come back to an email and say, hey, can you go to an event tomorrow night? I said, whoa, brother still got jet lag. But it was for Howard Fuller Collegiate Academy. And we all know about Dr. Howard Fuller and how impactful he is. And so definitely said I can be there and look forward to being there. And so I'm excited to attend the event tonight at Dr. Howard Fuller Collegiate Academy. Brand new school, basically, that they have there at right down the street. So very, very excited to be participating in that. Now, also, in addition to that, I have the opportunity to be joined today with the Milwaukee Brewers. Marti Wronksi from the Milwaukee Brewers supposed to be joining us here today, scheduled to appear to have a nice conversation to talk about the Milwaukee Brewers and talk about some of the exciting things that they have coming up here, because as y'all know, I'm a big Brewers fan, and you know they give me some nice little goodies. but I love the goodies because of the fact that I love my Brewers. But more importantly, the Milwaukee Brewers, again, are in the playoffs. They won the NL Central again, and now we're talking about them starting the playoffs coming up very, very shortly here. And with that being said, I am so excited to be joined here on the line by Marti Wronksi. Marti is the Chief Operating Officer for the Milwaukee Brewers, and is so glad to have you join us here today, Marti.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah. Now, one thing I love about Marti joining is Marti always come with the energy. Always come with the energy and positivity. So I'm excited to have you on. And Marti, guess what? The Brewers they tied just yesterday when they beat the San Diego Padres. They tied a franchise record for the most wins in franchise history. We are one win away as we get ready to take on these Reds. One win away from breaking our franchise record. How exciting is this season, and how excited is everybody about the Milwaukee Brewers season this year?
Well, exactly. Why would I not be bringing the energy when I show up when we have such an incredible winning season that we're all in the midst of? We tied a franchise record yesterday. We are ready to beat it this weekend.
Yes.
Back here, our last homestand of the regular season here in Milwaukee this weekend. We can't wait. It's been just absolutely so incredible to watch this team and to watch, frankly, our fans enjoy such an incredible season as well.
I mean, you're talking about fans who got to enjoy the NL Central Division champs, not just in 23, not just in 24, but in 25. We did it back to back to back as this team is three-peat, yes, in the 5th division title since 2018. Marti, you've been with the Brewers for a very long time, so you've seen some of the down years. As a kid, I saw a lot of down years. How incredible is it right now? This Milwaukee Brewers organization has just absolutely been really the gold standard, I would say, for the NL, and outside of winning the World Series, I say in baseball, for what we've been able to do for almost the last decade.
Well, first, thank you for saying that. On behalf of the entire organization, we're so excited when we hear people say that. We're so excited with the results we get. But yeah, Matt Arnold and his entire crew, Rick Schlesinger and his crew on the business side, we are just really fortunate that we have some of the most incredibly talented executives and people working in this place every day that you find that, I say, it's like, we have heard so often, it's like magic out there on the field this year. And, finding magic in a small market like ours, putting it together to create a winning season is really hard. It's really hard, and it doesn't just happen. It is the result of a ton of hard work by people in the front office, but also by those unbelievable players on the field together with Murph. I mean, come on.
Fighting Pat Murphys.
I'm telling you, the grit that we see out there, the way that Pat has rallied his team, his players to bring, leave it. I mean, they just leave their guts out there. Some nights it almost feels like it's literal. But they just leave it all out there. And I think that's what our fans have seen. That's why the energy feels a little bit different this year, because the fans just, we know we're never really out. Yeah, sometimes we don't pull out the win, but the hard play all the way to the end has happened without exception this season. It's going to keep happening.
Yeah, absolutely. And again, we're talking to Marti Wronksi of the Milwaukee Brewers. Now, Marti, individual ticket sales are on sale right now for the playoffs for the NLDS. Now, I know there's very few tickets left, and for those who are interested in the NLDS, which begins on Saturday, October 4th, with home games on October 4th and October 6th, and potentially if October 11th if needed, and tickets are expected to sell quickly. So can you tell folks, if they are looking to get tickets right now and they're selling fast, how can they get tickets?
Yeah, absolutely. So we do have standing room tickets left. And people are always like, oh, standing room. No, standing room tickets are pretty incredible, actually, here at the ballpark. You stand around I don't know, I'm always so nervous during the playoffs, I can't sit anyway. But, there's the food, the beverage, there's all those great, new food and beverage bar areas to stand at now. But if you jump online, you won't miss it. Brewers.com/postseason. Tickets are, Google it, do whatever you need to do, call the box office. We do still have a few standing room tickets for each of these first games in the DS. So jump online right now, and you still can get them. It is going to be a great time.
Now, like you said before, the playoffs are going to start. The Brewers are going to be in the playoffs. We wrapped up the NL Central Division. Now we're trying to wrap up the best record in baseball coming up here in this weekend series as we take on the Reds here, because you can still get tickets for that as well.
That's right.
But with
That's right.
but with that, Marti, to celebrate the 2025 postseason, y'all got something special going on Friday night. What do we got going on with some Pocket Pancakes, Marty? I love me some pancakes.
Oh, my God, you and me both. But tomorrow morning, bright and early, out in our lots, we again are doing a postseason rally. Just something fun to, thank our fans, to bring everybody together. Who doesn't, in Wisconsin, who doesn't love a pancake breakfast? Come on, 6 to 9 a.m. tomorrow. Murph's going to be out there. We're going to introduce, actually, we literally did a custom syrup, a custom maple syrup with Murph's name on it, that we're going to be introducing. Yep. And we've got some pancake artists. We've got Donald Driver. We've got some other folks. Donald came out and celebrated with us last year, and the fans just loved it so much. So Donald and Murph together are incredible. You can come out. We're going to have a big tent out in the parking lot again this year. So you can get out of your car, come join us. We have these, of course, we've got T-shirts with pockets, right? Pocket Pancake T-shirts.
Yeah, I love that.
So that you can, if you so choose to put your pancake in your pocket, that's on you. But, we're doing the T-shirt giveaway. And if you're in a hurry to get to work, please come join the fun. We are also doing the drive-through. So tomorrow morning, Friday, here at the ballpark, out in that same parking lot as last year, you can't miss it. You'll see it from the highway. We've got people out there guiding people through. We've got the tent. We've got the drive-through. Come join us. We're going to have a polka band. It's a little early, but we're going to be okay.
Okay.
A little polka.
I like that in the morning. Get the blood flowing a little bit, Marty. And again, we're speaking with Marti Wronksi of the Milwaukee Brewers. And Marty, before we let you go, again, the last home series of the regular season is right here against the Cincinnati Reds this weekend at American Family Field. But on top of the Pocket Pancakes y'all doing tomorrow morning, there also is Fan Appreciation Day on Saturday, September 27th. So fans can get tickets for Fan Appreciation Day by going to brewers.com/tickets. But Marty, what should people expect and fans should expect when they walk through the door at American Family Field on Saturday for Fan Appreciation?
Yeah, we are so excited, right? These seasons, and I can't say this, more sincerely. The players have told us this. Murph has told us this. We can see it and feel it. Our fans this year have been simply extraordinary. So every year we do a fan appreciation. This one's going to be extra special. Saturday, come on out. We're giving away a car again, but we're going to have all sorts of surprises.
Wait a minute, giving away what?
A car.
Come on now, Marty.
Yep.
Your boy needs a car. I'm a car in the shop right now.
Come on out.
I don't have to.
So we're giving away a car. We're giving away autographed jerseys. We have all sorts of things, big and little, that we are doing just so that fans know how incredibly grateful we are. We're giving away ticket vouchers for the 2026 season. So come on out this weekend. There are still tickets for all 3 days this weekend. The fun is not over yet, and we're going to break that record.
We are going to break that record indeed. Thank you so much, Marty, for joining us here today on Truth to Power on the award-winning 101.7 The Truth.
You're awesome. Thanks so much for having us. Let's go Brewers.
Let's go Brewers. Again, that was Marti Wronksi, the Chief Operating Officer for the Milwaukee Brewers, who joined us to get you guys excited about going to the Brewers game this weekend. We're in a car. Wait a minute now. Now, Rhea, you seen my little putt-putt now. I had a fan pull up to me one time when I had to go to the, where was I driving? Oh, I had to go to Tsunami Express last week. Shout out to Tsunami Express Thursday. And I'm on the phone with my lady, and a fan look in the window, and she kind of honk and wave. I'm saying, hey. She said, ain't you on the radio? And I said, yeah, I sure am. I'm thinking to myself, damn. She done seen my rusted out little putt-putt. Yeah, I know she probably said, dang, he probably broke. Broke indeed. So go ahead and go out to American Family Field and get tickets to go see the Brewers this weekend. Brewers.com/tickets, and find tickets as well to the playoff game as well. I love Marty. Marty got a lot of energy. She was the first woman in baseball to be a chief operating officer for a baseball team. She's the only chief operating officer in baseball.
Wow.
Yeah, as a woman.
Impressive.
Very impressive. So, again, make sure y'all go out to the Brewers game. Now, on the other side, Truth Nation, got to have a conversation, okay? Now, I didn't send Rhea to run down because I've been in meetings all day. Rhea, from when you saw me before, I was back to back to back. I felt like Drake. I felt like the Brewers.
I took one of your meetings.
You took one of my meetings?
I sure did.
Oh, you sure did? Yeah. That's how many meetings I had today. And so I didn't even give her the rundown for the day. But let me tell you, Truth Nation, Jasmine Crockett got called out her name and got called a female dog. And I'm not going to stand for it. So when we come back in a couple minutes, now I know, I talked about somebody before who recently passed away, and I talked about him months before he passed away. And now I'm going to bring to the congregation another woman who I believe is a little crazy. on the other side. Keep it locked. You're listening to Truth to Power because somebody called Jasmine Crockett out of her name, and we're going to have to address that lady coming up. This is Truth to Power, Kyle Wallace. You won't want to miss what's coming next.
More of Truth to Power is next on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com. Coming with straight truth.
We can do anything when it comes to being organized, when it comes to making sure that we're active, when it comes to making sure that we're holding people accountable and making sure that we get something out of the deal. Y'all don't know how to make deals. Y'all mad at Donald J. Trump because he's trying to make deals or trying to say that he's the master of the art of the deal. Well, okay, what deals is you trying to make?
Catch the Tory Lowe Show every weekday from 1 p.m. to 4 p.m.
Ready to buy your first house, move into your forever home, or simply refinance? At Associated Bank, they've got you. With the right lending plan and guidance, you can achieve your dreams. Your financial goals are much closer than you think, and Associated Bank is excited to help you reach them. Learn more at associatedbank.com/lending or ask a banker for details. Subject to credit approval. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Life's better with American Family Insurance because we know you love working weekends. If it means working on your dream home, both inside and out. And we're here to help protect those dreams so you can enjoy peace of mind. Save up to 40% when you bundle home and auto. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products not available in every state. Some exclusions apply. American Family Mutual Insurance Company SI and its operating company 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
This is Sherwin Hughes from 1017 The Truth for Axe Housing. Are you tired of paying a landlord rent when you should be paying yourself? Do you want to leave a financial legacy, or would you like to have a stable place to call home? Well, it's time for you to start on the path to owning your own home instead of renting. You can work with an Axe Housing coach, and they will teach you how home ownership can be a reality. Axe Housing has helped over 4,000 families in our neighborhoods. Many times your mortgage will be a lot less than what you're paying for rent. As an average Axe family who has been helped pays around $900 per month. No matter what barriers you think you're facing, Axe Housing coaches can assist you right now. An Axe Housing coach will help you create and stick to a plan and a budget and get you ready for home ownership. If you're not dreaming of home ownership by now, you certainly should be. Let's make it a reality with Axe Housing. Get started on a virtual orientation by clicking on axehousing.org. That is ACTS housing.org. Don't let where you are financially right now get in the way of your very bright future of becoming a homeowner. Axe coaches are here to help.
This is Truth to Power on 1017 The Truth app, and streaming live on 1017 The Truth on YouTube.
One call, that's all, with Gruber Law Offices. If you or a loved one is ever injured in an accident, I'm telling y'all, don't mess around. Don't mess around, okay? Go ahead and call Gruber Law Offices and have them help you just like they help me and help so many people that I know, because they stand up for victims and they take the burden off your shoulders. You ain't got to focus on nothing, right? Matter of fact, a lot of y'all, while they're going through the legal process, because they're going to take their time, a lot of you are going to say, oh, what happened? I haven't heard from them in a little bit, man, because they handling business. They'll check in up on you, and they'll say, we're good. They're going to say, we just handling all the legal stuff, and trust me, they're going to keep you in the loop with everything, every step along the way. So make sure y'all work closely with Gruber Law Offices if you're ever injured in an accident, because they provide the best care, the best service, and representation is their priority. That's all I love about them. There's no fee. There's no cost to call. There's no cost to consult with them or retain them as a law firm, and you never pay a single penny until they win your case. I won my case because of them. I know some other folks who won their case because of them. Yes, yes, yes. And so I'm telling y'all, get the results that speak for themselves and get what you deserve. So visit Gruber-Law.com. That's Gruber-Law.com today, or call them at 414-276-6666. And always remember, it's one call, that's all, with Gruber Law Offices. This is Truth to Power here on the award-winning 1017 The Truth. I am your host of Truth to Power, Kyle Wallace. And again, we are coming to you live from the American Family Insurance Studio at the Avenue in downtown Milwaukee. Now, I told y'all I had a busy morning. So make sure y'all call in and text in at 833-212-1017. And also down to one car because my car's in the shop, but my boy taking care of it. So I had to get dropped off like a kid getting dropped off at school this morning. And so I don't really like being in the, I feel like a scrub sitting in the passenger side. But as I was coming to work today, I was getting my show ready. That's not usual, where usually I'm driving. I can't really get my show together. Most of the time I'm maybe listening to different things. Now, I'm going to tell you about this lady now, Laura Loomer. Now, Laura Loomer is a weirdo. I'm just going to put it out there, but I need y'all to understand why I have to talk about this, because I just don't want to talk about her just to highlight the disgusting things that she said, but I also want to highlight her because I think it's important for us to understand something that we were told at a very young age. And most of us were told this. We were always told to be wary of the company that you keep, because the company that you keep matters. That's something that we always told. Those in your inner circle, they matter. Those who you decide to keep around you can determine how you are viewed. And also, they can determine how the perception of you is viewed, but also your perception on life, your perception in the world, based off the people that are around you, the company that you keep. Now, if you keep a thief around you, more than likely, I'm going to think that you okay with stealing. And if you keep a rapist around you, more than likely, I'm going to think you okay with rape. And if you keep a racist around you, well, more than likely, I'm going to believe that you're good with racism. So again, the company that you keep is important and it matters. This is why I'm so judgmental of Republicans and Republican voters, because voters who are Republican, they claim a lot of stuff. Get the ding ready, Rhea, because I'm gonna be right about this. Or you only ding when you think I'm right. So I ain't telling you what to do, but you only ding when you think I'm right.
All right.
Now, I'm judgmental of Republican voters because these voters are the same ones who claim to have Christian values but voted for a president who I ain't never seen attending a church outside of a photo op. Now, in addition to that, these are the same voters who claim to care about family values but voted for a man who got 3 baby mamas and cheated on them and discussed grabbing a woman by their private parts. Now, these are the same voters who claim they care about protecting women and protecting children, but voted for a man who was best buds with a well-known pedophile like Jeffrey Epstein and refuses to release the Epstein files.
Let him cook.
I'm just saying. So, see, obviously, to me, Republicans don't believe in the morals that they talk about. They're driven by hate. They're driven by division. They're driven by pitting us against each other, but more importantly, the fear of diversity, of replacing white people. Now, let me just keep going. See, the one thing I always think about, and I acknowledge and I see, is I think about the fact that why don't some of these Republicans, specifically the white ones and the black ones too, and the Hispanic ones and Asian ones and all of them, why don't they ever complain about nepotism? Why don't they ever complain about the poor white students getting into colleges because of their low income status? Why don't they complain about the fact that they get jobs based off who they know? Why don't they complain about the fact that food stamps, and we talk about SNAP benefits, and the majority of people that get SNAP benefits are white people, but when they talk about welfare and they talk about SNAP benefits and they talk about food stamps, for some reason they want to paint the black face on it. But then whenever, black people get anything, they want to yell and scream that we taking handouts. When I think about that, I always just think that it comes down to prejudice. And let me be very even and honest, is that most people have prejudice. I hand up, and y'all it is what it is. I have some prejudices. I've been prejudiced before, right? I have some things that I have believed, and we all have it, right? Now, what I sometimes have believed isn't detrimental to keeping people from getting jobs or keeping people from having access to things or not getting people, a job based off their name. But I mean, all people, including blacks, Hispanics, white, Asians, everybody has some type of prejudice. Rhea, do you have any prejudices? Exactly. That's all I need to know. You ain't got to say yes or no, girl. You ain't got to say yes or no. Now, for me, I'm not white. Republicans and Democrats have prejudice. Just to put it out there. I just believe that. But why I don't trust white Republicans is because deep down, I believe most of them are racist. I do. Now, why I say this is because when they hear racist comments, they stand to the side and they remain silent. Crickets. They don't say anything. They don't condemn it. They don't correct behavior. They just enable it. And when you are silent, that is exactly what you're doing. You're enabling behavior. And that's why I always question black Republicans who, to me, live to be a good Negro, because they love to let these white Republicans do whatever and let a lot of stuff slide. Jeffrey Epstein is friends with Trump. And a lot of people who don't like disgusting individuals like that are letting that type of stuff slide. Release the files. Leave Jimmy Kimmel alone. Release the files. But again, they love to ignore these associations and the company that these people keep. So if you are a black Republican, to me, it's simply because you are a reject seeking acceptance and love from the white man. I ran into one of them rejects when I was getting on my plane to go to Lisbon. His name is David Clark.
Damn.
Yeah, I ran. I said hello to him. I said, hey, Sheriff, how you doing? I said, I know Sherwin. He said, you know Sherwin? Tell him I said hello. I said, got it, cowboy. He had a hat. He really had a cowboy hat on. Really, it was not sunny out. He had a cowboy hat on. Now, again, this might seem like some harsh words, but when I see posts like the one that I will be sharing shortly here on social media, I'm asking a lot of Rhea, just so y'all know. I'm asking a lot. So we're going to put some posts up there. We're going to get videos and all that stuff. But I want y'all to go to 1017 The Truth on YouTube. Make sure y'all give us a like. Make sure y'all give us a subscribe. Make sure y'all give us a share. But I'm going to ask y'all to go to 1017 The Truth on YouTube, because I'm going to show y'all something that absolutely infuriated me. I get mad because I think about what happened only about a week or 2 weeks ago, and how the whole conversation was about we need to love one another. We need to have compassion. People should be able to have their opinion. We shouldn't have hate. Look at what all this stuff creates. That's what people were talking about. And so now when I see a black woman who is verbally attacked, and our black culture and the way that we speak, our dialect, is disrespected and mocked by someone in Trump's circle, the company he keeps, Republicans have stayed silent. And black Republicans have turned a blind eye. I do not understand how comments like these were made within the last 48 to 72 hours and it's not plastered everywhere on social media. How it's not being talked about everywhere. Because these comments are offensive, and they're offensive not just because of who they came from, it's because of the company that she keeps happens to be the president of the United States. Make sure y'all go to 1017 The Truth on YouTube. Rhea, you can go ahead and put up the comments. So y'all can see some of these disgusting comments and appalling comments that were put up by somebody named Laura Loomer. Laura Loomer is a far-right extremist who peddles conspiracy theories and hate on social media. Now, this appalling and disgusting human being is only 32 years old, and somehow she has the ear of the president. Some believe he's hidden that. That's all rumors, though. That's rumors. I don't know. I don't perpetuate rumors. I doubt that's true. But this week, she went on a full racist rant to be anti-Jasmine Crockett. Again, go to 1017 The Truth on YouTube so y'all can see some of the stuff that she said. But I'm going to read some of this stuff off because I think it's important that we understand some of the rhetoric that is coming from folks who are allies of the president of the United States. She said, as you'll see on YouTube, it hurts my heart. This is what Laura Loomer said. She said, it hurts my heart that we have ghetto black B-words who hate America serving in Congress. Laura Loomer said Jasmine Crockett was a ghetto black B-word who's serving in America's conference. Why is it that when we talk about ghetto, why is it that ghetto is not associated with white folk? Why is it something to try to associate black people, especially a black woman who got her dang degree, but called her ghetto and called her a B-word? On top of that, Jasmine Crockett, another thing she said is Jasmine Crockett's homeboys and homegirls are big mad I called her what she is, ghetto. I guess I'm finna watch my back. God forbid Shaniqua pops a cap in my ass, you feel me? Extremely disrespectful. Using the name Shaniqua, saying popping a cap in my ass, and then again saying homeboys and homegirls. Offensive language. Another tweet that Laura Loomer had. Why these bitches, like fishes, be trifling? Girl, if you finna play with me, you best be ready for the truth. I'm spitting on your weave. I can spit mad bars, Jasmine. Baby girl, you don't like the taste of your own medicine. Feel me? A white woman talking about a black woman's weave. This is the type of rhetoric coming from folks who sit aside the president of the United States and have these ears. These tweets are childish and they're an embarrassment to mankind. Laura Loomer is an embarrassment. The audacity and the gall for someone whose face looks like a gay Ken doll to discuss anyone's appearance is incredibly unself-aware. She is 32 years old. Her face looked like she about to burst from all the damn fillers she got in it. Disrespectful. Now, despite all these horrible things that she said about Jasmine Crockett on a social media platform and doubled down, I hear crickets from the right. Just 2 weeks ago, a matter of fact, on Sunday, all them folks was crying at a stadium talking about, look what hate creates. Look what it does. But ain't got a damn thing to say, no condemning of these horrific messages, disrespectful messages, not to Jasmine Crockett, but racist towards African Americans, and ain't a black Republican saying nothing. Ain't a Republican saying nothing, not condemning it. This woman is a close confidant of Donald Trump, and he has not said a word. She has influence over decisions that Donald Trump made. Matter of fact, she told Donald Trump, she gave him a list of people that she felt were unloyal to Donald Trump, and Donald Trump removed them. And she has Donald Trump ear so much, and they know each other, right? And this is not me, again, this is not me just making things up, because I don't do that. I just share the facts and give my opinion. And the woman who called Jasmine Crockett a ghetto black bee, the woman that said that she was ghetto and that Shaniqua was going to pop a cap in her ass, the woman that said, I'm spitting on your weave, this is how the president of America feels about Laura Loomer. Go to 1017 The Truth on YouTube to hear the president of Donald Trump speak about how he feels about Laura Loomer.
What is your relationship with Laura Loomer? What kind of influence with Laura Loomer? What kind of influence does she have in the White House?
I think she's very nice. I mean, I know she's known as a radical right, but I think Laura Loomer is a very nice person. I've known her for a long time. And, you know, personally, I think she's a patriot. And she gets excited because of the fact that she's a patriot. And she doesn't like things going on that she thinks are bad for the country. I like her.
I like her. She's a good person. Now, Rhea, do you think that does that sound like a very nice person to you? Does Laura Loomer sound like a very nice person to you?
Absolutely not.
Okay. She sounds like a disgusting human being. Yeah. But you guess what? A lot of you Negroes voted for the man that just called Laura Loomer, who before this, she has said many racist things. Just like Charlie Kirk said many racist things about black people. So for y'all to sit here and almost said a bad word and complain and moan about what the hell Democrats don't do, about what we not get in our communities, for us to condemn and be mad at Chevy Johnson and be mad at all the local politicians and black politicians, but your ass stay silent when this white woman is making fun of your dialect, making fun of the way that we speak, the way that we communicate, and y'all want to stay silent? Shame on you. Shame on you. You rather kneel down and kiss the ass of the white man than stand up for the sister. That's why I have such a problem with some of these black Republicans who just bow down to the president and won't condemn anything. A lady made a mockery of our community in the way that we speak in our dialect. And a lot of y'all ain't gonna say nothing about it, but I will. Called a black woman a B word, a ghetto B word. And y'all gonna be silent. But in the words of James Baldwin, whether you're white, black, Asian, Hispanic, he talked about some of the folks in this country, white folks particularly, they're moral monsters. And a lot of you Negroes and a lot of you white folks, Hispanic folks, Asians and Republicans, you are moral monsters. 833-212-1017. On the other side, we'll continue the conversation. But what is your reaction to Jasmine Crockett being called by a white woman a ghetto bee, to Jasmine Crockett being told that she was trifling and that a white woman said she was spitting on your weave, to a white woman who is Laura Loomer, who is close with Donald Trump, saying that Shaniqua, I don't know who Shaniqua is, was going to pop a cap in her ass. And not a word has been said. A lot of people haven't heard about this, but not a word has been said from Republicans who were just talking about we need to calm down the rhetoric. 833-212-1017. What are your thoughts and comments about these disgusting racial tropes and words that were sent towards Jasmine Crockett? This is Truth to Power with Kyle Wallace. I'll take your calls. I'll take your texts. I'll read your messages on YouTube. Make sure you watch and stream us live on YouTube. But I'll take all of that coming up on the other side.
Truth to Power with Kyle Wallace returns after this on 1017 The Truth app, and streaming live on 1017 The Truth on YouTube.
Fall in Milwaukee, where the air is crisp, the drinks are cold, and the good times are just heating up. Stroll Milwaukee's lakefront and explore its parks as they burst into a kaleidoscope of golds, ambers, and reds. Raise a glass at a beer garden that feels like a neighborhood block party, Milwaukee style. And just as the temps fall, Brewers baseball is turning up the heat. October dreams are made right here. This season, every color, every cheer, every sip, it all comes together in Milwaukee. Craft your perfect getaway at visitmilwaukee.org.
1017 The Truth is the proud home of Marquette Hilltoppers football. Tune in Friday night as the Hilltoppers take on the Sussex Hamilton Chargers on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com. Join our coverage starting at 6:30 p.m., leading up to kickoff at 7 p.m. Marquette Hilltoppers football is presented by Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all. And sponsored by Left's Lucky Town, C.G. Schmidt, Capital Insurance Agency, Boyle Fredrickson, Annex Wealth Management, Magic Productions, and Burghardt Sporting Goods. This is your Versity Blood Center of Wisconsin Community Impact Moment on 1017 The Truth.
I want you to really stress the importance of having an ethnically diverse blood supply. But I guess, what do you say to people that, for whatever reason, are apprehensive about giving blood?
It's not by accident that we are building this fixed donation site right in the heart of this Halyard Park, Harambe neighborhood. And to your point, our black and brown donors, it probably represents the smallest demographic in our donor base. That's attributed to multiple reasons. For those of us that understand the history, there is a lot of underlying mistrust of the healthcare system. And quite frankly, there's already challenges with how busy people are, how accessible they are to even know where to go to donate blood. And let's face it, a lot of folks are scared of needles, right? But when they get through all of that, the importance, I think, is a heavier burden on our black and brown communities, because there are a lot of different blood diseases that require what I'll call more of a match in blood that only comes from people of similar ethnicities. Something that's specific to our black donors and patients is something that I think your listeners are very familiar with: sickle cell disease. The only therapy that get them through their day-to-day life is blood transfusions. And it's not just what I'll call average or normal blood type or blood transfusion. It's actually a specific blood with a specific type called RO blood. And this RO blood typically only comes from people of African descent and Hispanic descent. And so that's why it's so important that our donor base is diverse, so that it helps our ethnically diverse patient population.
To make an impact by donating blood in your community, visit versity.org today.
Franchise record with their 96th win of the season.
The win also reduced the magic number to 1 over Philadelphia for clinching the best record in the majors and home field advantage throughout the postseason. The Brewers host their final regular season series against the Cincinnati Reds beginning tomorrow at 7:10 p.m. And tonight on Thursday Night Football, the 2-1 Seattle Seahawks travel to the 2-1 Arizona Cardinals. Kickoff is at 7:15 p.m. tonight on Amazon Prime. This True Sports Update was brought to you by Associated Bank, proudly supporting your hometown teams. Member FDIC.
It is Truth to Power on 1017 The Truth app, and streaming live on 1017 The Truth on YouTube.
The Truth is the proud home of Marquette University High School football. We have a great matchup for you Friday night as the Marquette Hilltoppers go on the road to take on conference rival, the Sussex Hamilton Chargers. They look to make it 4 in a row. Go Marquette. Kickoff is set for 7 p.m. Friday Night Football on The Truth is presented by Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all. This is Truth to Power here on the award-winning 1017 The Truth. I'm your host of Truth to Power, Kyle Wallace. And again, coming to you live from the American Family Insurance Studio at the Avenue in downtown Milwaukee. Shout out to my producer, Rhea Riley, holding it down on the ones and the twos.
Oh, that was nice. Thank you. Hi.
Yeah, and shout out to you, Truth Nation, as well. And you can watch and stream us live on YouTube by going to 1017 The Truth on YouTube. That's 1017 The Truth on YouTube. And for me, we're having a conversation, and I see y'all calls, I see y'all texts. We're going to get to it. We're having a conversation about this crazy whack job named Laura Loomer, who makes a career out of, again, hate and racism and spreading lies and conspiracy, far-right extremists. It seems to me that they're all typically on one side, but some of y'all like to identify with that, so it is what it is. Y'all trans hate. Y'all love white racist people. And for me, when I saw the comments, I get so mad about stuff like that. And why I get mad is because I hate hypocrisy. I really do. And I get frustrated because of the simple fact that, again, I said it before, is that these people say one thing, right? They say one thing and they get people all mad about something, but then they ignore it when it doesn't fit their narrative. And the reason why I'm bringing politics in is because you haven't heard Democrats say, oh, Charlie Kirk getting shot. Will say, no, people condemned it. Now, he doesn't deserve to have a coin. He doesn't deserve to have a day because he did not impact the world in a positive way to get any of that. You should earn that. Commemorative nothing. But you see the way that they felt the loss of Charlie Kirk. And I think what we have to understand is why so many people felt Charlie Kirk, right? They felt for him and they felt for his wife, is because Charlie Kirk was speaking the things that they felt deep down, right? Because they thought he was rational because of his approach about it, right? When they heard some of the things, oh, yeah, I mean, I would be nervous, too, if a black pilot was there and he didn't earn it, and they don't tell the full story. Yes. Did they try to recruit black pilots? Yes. Just like a lot of places try to recruit people. Low-income, poor whites, Native Americans. They recruit them, and they find qualified individuals to bring in and then train them. And people have to understand, when people get into universities and get into colleges, they're not just taking a 2.5 student. When people talk about Michelle Obama's intelligence or Justice Ketanji Jackson Brown, or Brown Jackson. It's Brown Jackson. But talking about their intelligence, oh, they got into school only because they're black women. No. They got into the school because of the fact that they had 4.0 GPAs or higher, and their ACT scores were impeccable, and their essays were much better than the other student. So, yes, that's why they got in. So they always think that we get these things because of the color of our skin, when in reality we get these things because we work hard for it. They tell a half story. And so that's why I get so mad and frustrated when I see things like this with people talking about Jasmine Crockett and people not being up in arms and offended and mad about this, is because we can't sit here and say we protect black women. And then when a white woman who is in Trump's basically inner circle has the ear of the president, can literally call the president and say, hey, I got to talk to you. Imagine that. Reimagine if you can make one call, that's all, to the president of the United States. That means you are in their close circle. They have the phone number. And the fact that somebody as close in that circle made those disgusting comments, calling a black woman a ghetto black bee, a black woman who has her JD, talking about Shaniqua gonna bust a cap in my ass, that is not just offensive to Jasmine, that is offensive to black people. Talking about weave, these racial tropes that they use. And the president won't say a damn word about it. And some of you black folks won't say anything about it simply because you hate black people too. You hate black women. You love racists. Donald Trump is a racist. And why he is a racist is because he allows people in his inner circle to be racist. And also he discriminated, his building did discriminate against black people and not wanting to give black people housing. So, I mean, that's racist to me. But go right ahead and make up other stuff to make y'all feel good about yourselves. But that's why I'm so offended today, and I felt like it was so necessary to bring this to y'all. It's not just about how crazy Laura Loomer is. It's about the crazy folks that are in the inner circle of Donald Trump that have his ear. If you think for a second that there aren't other people like Laura Loomer out there that can tell the president certain things and that the president himself probably is not racist, you are crazy. These are the people that are making policies that should be positively impacting us, but they are not. What did you vote for? That's what I want to know. Did you vote for this type of nonsense, this type of mess? 833-212-1017. Security Mike here on the award-winning 1017 The Truth.
Well, I'm offended too, man, because she's the white female Charlie Kirk, and she touched on all the stereotypes that they said amongst themselves and say about us. Donald Trump co-signed on all that, and we got a couple of hosts on the truth. I don't know what it's going to take for them to fall off. It's the same with some callers that call in, like the East Side guy, Sherman Park Al. I don't know what it's going to take for them guys to say, man, we can't go with these people because they so full of hate. Why is Jasmine Crockett even on her mind? Because they don't think we qualify for the positions that a black male or female holds, and that just irks them. But this is a sad time we in, man, I don't know if we're going to get out of it because Trump is on trying to stay in office. We're going to have to fight, man. It's going to definitely be a fight because this man knows if he leaves and he is a natural citizen like before, he's going to jail.
Yeah, he need to be in jail for some of the actions that he had. Not just, trying to steal an election, but some of the comments and accused sexual assault. But thank you so much, Security Mike, for your 2 cents. 833-212-1017. We're talking about Laura Loomer. If you don't know who Laura Loomer is, go ahead and go to 1017 The Truth on YouTube and go back a little bit, and I'll tell you about Laura Loomer. But then in addition to that, Rhea going to put up some of her comments that Laura Loomer has made about Jasmine Crockett. And trust me, this is how she feels about black people. But Laura Loomer is a racist individual that made disgusting comments about Jasmine Crockett and used racial stereotypes to describe Jasmine Crockett, who is a U.S. representative in Congress from Texas, who has her JD. She is an attorney. And Laura Loomer used some of these disgusting things to describe her. But 833-212-1017. Jay in Milwaukee, what are your thoughts on this conversation?
Hey, good morning, Kyle. Hey, Kyle, how you doing, bro?
I'm doing well, brother.
Yeah, man, it's sad. To me, I think it's just jealousy because Laura Loomer, only reason she's saying stuff like that because Trump's in the White House. If it wasn't for that, but we all knew that racism was already here, but Trump, all he did was just uncovered it. So now it can come out and everybody can say anything they want to now and get away with it.
Yeah, you right there with it. There's no condemning. You can openly be racist. I appreciate you. You can openly be racist and speak hateful, and it's okay. That's why the whole thing with Charlie Kirk that just made me just feel like what. And again, I talked about Charlie Kirk way before he got shot and killed. I talked about him back during the election, and that was my whole thing about it. Is that I thought it was okay for people to feel an emotion of him getting killed, even though I felt bad for him. I didn't. It should never happen. But I understand why some people would say, well, I mean, that's a terrible thing, but he said a lot of racist things and created more division in his world than he did good. And I agree. He brought more bad than good. He brought out more evil than good. And he also helped us expose the individuals who had empathy and sympathy for someone who, yes, he got killed, and you should have that. But to defend some of the words that he said is ridiculous. And that's what some of these folks were doing. 833-212-1017. That is the Truth Talk in text line. We're having a conversation about Laura Loomer and her saying some disgraceful, disgusting things about Jasmine Crockett. And on the Truth Talk in text line that you can call in and text in at, Courtney said they are just saying their disgusting thoughts out loud because they have been emboldened to do it. Absolutely unacceptable for someone in the government to speak like this. She's not in the government. Let me be very specific. She's not in the government, but she has Trump's ear. She has Trump's ear to the point where she can tell him who is not being loyal to him, and he will fire people. That is how close she is to the president. 833-212-1017. Also, Stacy said, Shaniqua does not exist, Kyle, in this story. She was just making a mockery of a so-called common black name. Ding, ding. Ding, ding. But last call for today, 833-212-1017. Miss Carolyn, you're on the award-winning 1017 The Truth.
Well, hi, and welcome back. My comment is this, and I've been on this earth for 63 years and had to deal with racism because I'm a child of 60. When other race know that we're intelligent and we can talk at them without cursing at them or using derogatory terms toward them, they hate it. And Jasmine, she's eloquent when she talks, and she doesn't get out of the pocket when she talks. She's just firm, and they don't like it. And so that's why the white lady came back with her comments, calling her a bitch and all that. That's what dum-dums do, okay?
Y'all got me sitting here dancing. Woo! Can't be saying that. Real, you heard her say the word. You just sat there, huh? You just like, yeah, you right. Girl, you right. Girl, you right. Those on YouTube, you heard it. You heard it. She did say that. But 833-212-1017, we come back on the other side. For those who aren't watching on YouTube, y'all didn't see me freak out. We just had a naughty word that had to get dumped. But when we come back on the other side, Truth Nation, I'm going to share my final thoughts on this conversation and why it's so important that we cannot allow these type of actions to happen, especially when it happens with someone that has such a platform. She has a huge platform. Don't know why. Oh, I do know why. She's hateful. But such a huge platform on social media. But more importantly, she's in the inner circle of the President of the United States. This needs to be condemned. And if you don't sit here and you don't look side-eyed at Donald Trump for allowing somebody like this in his inner circle to say something like this, and him not tweet out or Truth Social out saying, chill, Laura, chill, he believes the same things about Jasmine, but also about you. This is Truth to Power with Kyle Wallace. We'll wrap up the show on the other side.
You are listening to Truth to Power with Kyle Wallace on 1017 The Truth and The Truth app. Catch Truth to Power every weekday from noon to 1 p.m.
I'm going to say something. I'm a conservative, as you know. I might not agree with you all the time, but even when I don't agree with you, you crack me up. And the other guy, he just pretend conservative all day. And you do make me think. But when you do better than anyone, you think on your feet.
Now that was a compliment coming from somebody who is as Trump-loving as he is, that can appreciate what we do here.
Listen to The Truth with Sherwin Hughes, weekdays from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m.
It's 1017 The Truth. Dr. Ken Harris for Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. When a customer chooses Pella, one of the most important things to them is honoring that trust and commitment. A lot of customers might have apprehensions about inviting someone out to their home. But when you see the experience and professionalism, you can trust them with bringing your project to life. Their vision is to be the company that people want to do business with. Watching them work from idea to installation gives you the ability to see firsthand the care taken to ensure the Pella experience is complete. When you want long-lasting comfort and reliability, it's easy to trust Pella. Every piece is specifically constructed for you and your home, always designed with innovation and rigorously tested for quality and performance. The Pella team takes pride in constructing quality windows and doors with meticulous attention to every detail. Order by the end of the month and get 0% interest for up to 5 years. Visit PellaWI.com today.
Certain restrictions apply. It's 9/30/2025.
Protect your dream home with American Family Insurance, and you can weather any storm. You'll save up to 25% by bundling home, auto, and life. American Family Insurance. Get a quote or find an agent at amfam.com. Products not available in every state. Discounts may not apply to all coverages on an auto or home policy. Discounts do not apply to life insurance policies. Visit amfam.com to learn how discounts may apply to you. American Family Mutual Insurance Company assigned as operating companies. American Family Life Insurance Company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Tired of hearing no from other banks? No to a loan? No to a checking account? Just no? At Brewery Credit Union, we find ways to say yes. Yes to second chances. Yes to rebuilding credit. Yes to helping you save, borrow, and thrive. Work with our credit specialists and move your financial life forward. Brewery Credit Union, Milwaukee's best place to borrow and save. Visit brewerycu.com. That is brewerycu.com. Federally insured by NCUA.
Gruber Law Office. One call, that's all.
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 Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
One call, that's all.
When you're high, you feel different. Pretty obvious, right? You think different, talk different, but if you feel different, you drive different. So if you're high, just don't drive. Brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
You are listening to Truth to Power on 1017 The Truth app, and streaming live on 1017 The Truth on YouTube.
1, 2, 3, ho!
It is Truth to Power here on the award-winning 1017 The Truth. I'm your host of Truth to Power, Kyle Wallace. And again, coming to you live from the American Family Insurance Studio at the Avenue. Make sure y'all always listen back to all your favorite Truth shows by downloading the award-winning 1017 The Truth app. And you can listen and stream us live as well. Make sure you guys go to 1017 The Truth on YouTube. That's 1017 The Truth on YouTube. Give us a like, give us a subscribe, and give us a share. We're on the road to 5,000 subscribers. And today I talked about Laura Loomer, who is a far-right conservative crazy who is in Trump's circle. She's in Trump's circle to the point where Trump said she was a very nice person. Very good person. Very, very nice. But also the same person as Laura Loomer who said the state of Minnesota is Somalia bleep hole, and she doesn't have any sympathy for self-hating liberal Jews, and we need to focus on America first, not black people first. That was her comments. But then in addition to that, she also joked about how she is friends with Donald Trump and how she got a lot of people fired from the Trump administration. So I bring all this up because she made some disgusting comments about Jasmine Crockett, calling her ghetto, calling her a black bee, talked about Shaniqua was going to pop a cap in her ass, talking about spitting on weave, saying finna. All these racist stereotypes and racial things that she was saying. And I just was fed up with the fact that I haven't heard enough folks talking about this story, so I felt like I need to bring it up. The fact that Donald Trump and a lot of these black Republicans are enabling this poor, bad behavior, right? A white woman sat there and disrespected a black woman who has her JD, made racist comments about a black woman who is an attorney, but also made these racist comments just in general about black people on social media. We got to be better than this, and I need for more people who, even if you voted for Donald Trump, you got to say enough is enough. Where do you draw the line in the sand? And it has to be here. It has to be here. We're going to talk about toning down the rhetoric. It has to start with calling out people who have rhetoric like this. It's unhealthy, it's unsafe, and we shouldn't be spreading stuff like this. This is Truth to Power with Kyle Walls right here on the award-winning 1017 The Truth. I appreciate y'all tuning in and tapping in to Truth to Power today. I will be back tomorrow, but the Tory Lowe Show is up next from 1 to 4. Peace out, y'all. I'll see y'all tomorrow.